Welcome to Farr and Pursey Equine. We're a small independent equine practice based in Hertfordshire, just north of London. So we set ourselves up about 5 years ago after having some frustrations in clinical practice and kind of wanting to progress a little bit faster within the equine sort of industry itself. So we've got Annie here today, who's the IMV UK sales manager. We keep in close contact with Annie actually. She comes down quite regularly if we've got any issues or anything like that. So she's coming out to see how our new rental scheme is working with the new equipment. We're going to pop down to a couple of yards, so hopefully we'll have a good day. One of the biggest things for us was trying to streamline and kind of get practice a little bit more convenient, not only for us but more cost effective as well, and providing a good case of sort of clinical care. The biggest issues when sort of setting up that first practice was costings really. It is quite an undertaking to set up a practice from scratch, and I don't think we quite appreciated how much of an undertaking it was. So when it came to purchasing the large equipment, i.e. our X-ray and our ultrasound, BCF, which is now IMV, were pretty instrumental in giving us a hand, not only to understand the equipment that we were going to use, but also the kind of financing options that were available to us. As you can probably appreciate, brand new practice, you don't exactly have a lot of money to spare, and you've got to be quite savvy with it. So going through the financing options with regards to operating leases was, again, sort of instrumental in getting us set up. We did contact quite a few companies, and actually BCF, which is now IMV, was probably the most open out of all of them with regards to what was available to us. Being a small independent practice, we didn't have a great big hospital, so we're sticking it all in the back of a car. So the most important thing for us was everything to be portable and battery operated. We started off with a couple of systems that worked quite well for us. They were brought down to the practice. Annie, our rep, was fantastic, kind of introducing us to the equipment, getting us kind of set up, making sure that we were okay with everything as quickly as possible, because we needed to kind of work on the fly and work straight from day one. So being out the back of a car, everything had to be really portable, and a lot of our neighbouring practices do have some equipment, but again, it's all mains driven. So we've been fortunate enough over the last few years to grow quite considerably. From that point of view, again, with most practices, if you're going to buy an X-ray and ultrasound, you're not going to go replacing it or upgrading it very often. But one of the advantages of having kind of the operating lease that we got through IMV is that we had the ability to upgrade. So as the practice started to grow and developed, we could upgrade our systems as well and provide a better case of clinical care. What was BCF and now IMV have just kind of helped us get our practice up, running, and be competitive in what's now a customer-focused kind of industry anyways.